Hey, this is Steven from Legit Tech Tutorials, and welcome back to my beginning Unity 5 tutorial series. So today what we're going to talk about is running your game on an Android device. So this could be either your phone or a tablet. For this example, I'm going to use my Tegra Note 7. So I have a setup with my camcorder looking at my Tegra Note 7, which is a tablet, an Android tablet, and it's running 5.1, I believe. So we're going to use that to run my game on the tablet. And I'll show you how to do that in a second. So you're going to need a couple prerequisites besides Unity itself to get it to run on your Android device. What you're going to need is the JDK, and that's JDK, so Java JDK. JDK stands for Java Development Kit. And you're just going to type into Google, just type in Java JDK, and it'll bring you to this page. And then what you're going to do is you're going to hit JDK, and then you're going to hit this one here, accept license here, and then hit this. And then you're going to download that. So make sure you install that all the way. You're going to need the JDK before you install the second prerequisite that's required, and that's the Android SDK. Android SDK, the SDK is standing for Software Development Kit. So if you go here, they have it bundled with this thing called Android Studio, which is IntelliJ type of editor, a visual editor to do Android apps. You don't really need that. So what you could do is you just hit, just find the installing the SDK here, and then you could get either the standalone SDK tools or the Android Studio, or you could download the bundle of the SDK and Android Studio. So you just go into Develop, Tools, Download, install the SDK. So if you don't want to do Android standalone development for just basic apps, not necessarily games, I would get the Android Studio, because it also comes with the SDK. You get the SDK no matter what. The SDK is needed for any type of development on Android. Or you could just, if you want to just use Unity, you could just get the standalone SDK tools. I personally downloaded Android Studio, so that's a couple extra gigs or whatever to get that to go with it. So go ahead and install that fully, and then all you're going to do is you're going to just build your game in setting the player preferences, which I'm going to do that right now. I forgot. Oh, and here you can see my tablet. As you see, it's live, reaching my hand in there. Let me go ahead and close the controls here for Unity to launch. Okay. So after you do this, you're going to build to your tablet, and I'll show you a couple things that you're going to need to do to build to your tablet. So I have this set up, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to just set up the build settings. So you're going to go into build settings. You're going to click from, we had it here, you're going to click to Android, and just unclick, and just make sure it's set to developer build. Hit the player settings here at the bottom. Then what you're going to do is you're going to go from here. This is actually supposed to be landscape left for me to be down. I'll show you guys in a second. Or I'll just have it actually for auto rotate right now. Actually, no, I'll have it left. Let's keep it left. Okay, then what we're going to do is you need to set this right here. It says bundle identifier, and it's com dot your company name or whatever you want to be identified as. So it could be your first or your last name or whatever, and then the name, and then a dot, and then the name of the app. So it's com dot company name dot app name, and then just keep everything else here standard, and that should be perfectly fine. Now you need to set up your tablet or your phone or whatever it is you're going to set up. So let's go ahead and minimize this. Okay, here you see I'm live here, so I'm going to go ahead and wake it. Sorry, sometimes this button here is kind of wacky. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is you swipe down. Oh, sorry about that. There you go. You're going to swipe down from the top, and this is 5.1. And you're going to hit your little icon at the top. You're going to go into settings. So you're going to hit the little cogwheel, and then it brings you to this page. What you're going to do is you're going to go all the way to the bottom and hit About Tablet. And then you see here at the very bottom, it has this option called build number. What you're going to do is you tap that a couple times. You tap that 7 times. And as you touch that 7 times, it says you're 1 step closer to becoming a developer. You know, it'll be like if you tap it twice, it says you're 5 steps closer to becoming a developer, 4 steps closer, 3 steps closer, 2 steps closer, 1 step closer, and it says congratulations, you're a developer. As you see on mine, it says not needed, you are already a developer. So that option is already set for me. So I'm going to hit the back button, and what you're going to do is you're going to go into developer options, and you're going to toggle this guy right here. It says USB debugging, and that guy's right here. So you're just going to hit USB debugging right there. You'll see it. It's under debugging. You're going to just click that and you should be fine. So just go ahead and click that debugging and it'll say, have a couple things saying that, you know, make sure that this allows you to push stuff to your device without any notifications to the user that you're pushing stuff to the device, yada, yada, yada. But that is required for us to get, for us to push stuff through Unity. Now, there's another technicality that I found, and that is here. So my device here, when I'm running Windows 10 currently, when I plugged it in, it didn't default install drivers to work correctly on USB. So I had to go and find a specific driver. So now, this is what to do if you have this error. So if you have this error and you just plugged it in, and you're trying to get Unity to find your device and it cannot find your device, the issue is because you do not have the correct USB device drivers. So you're going to have to go through Google and look and find the USB device drivers for your specific phone or tablet. Now, if you don't have it installed correctly, it'll say down here other devices, and then it'll say, like, for example, mine's Tegra P160, and it would say that there. That's not good, and it will have like a triangle, a yellow triangle with a black exclamation mark, meaning it does not know what it is. It just thinks it's a flash drive. That's not how you want it to be. So when you install the device correctly with your USB drivers, it will be up here at the top under Android devices, and it will say Android Composite ADB interface. So that is what you want. When you have this, it will work. And also, depending on what operating system you have, if you have a certain device where you plug it in and it automatically works, and you can push your app to it, and there's no issues, don't even worry about this. For me, that didn't work, and for my phone, it didn't work. So it didn't work for my tablet or my phone. So I had to find the device drivers for each of those. And I have Windows 10. Windows 10 did not automatically find it. So make sure you have that there under Android device. Make sure it pops up when you plug it in, and you should be okay. So now we're going to go back to our game, and all we're going to do is simply hit build and run. And then what it's going to do is it's going to ask us where we want to put it. And what I'm going to do is just overwrite this other one. Now, this next part I already did, so you're not going to see it pop up. But what it's going to ask you for where your SDK files are, your Android SDK file location. So all you're going to do, for example, let's say that that's what this said. So I'm just going to say that, let me just go here. And I'm just going to say that is what this said. It would say, point to your root SDK folder. And here you see my Tegra notes plugged in. So you're going to go to like where that file's located. In this case, it's under my software. And it's going to point to this Android SDK folder. So I don't know if it'll automatically find it in your root drive if you didn't pick any other place to install it, because I installed mine on a secondary drive. So if it does ask you, just find it and click on that. So that specific step is right after this step. So when I hit save and I say OK, that's when it will ask you where is your SDK. So that is when you click on it and tell it where it is, and then you're fine after that. So you go through all this stuff, and it should go right past this point. Oh, here we are. So it's saying, if you look here on my device, it says allow debugging. So I'm going to hit yes. So it didn't like that for some reason. So let me run that again. And so you'll see it pop up here on my device. Okay, it went right past, so we're good to go. It's loading to my device, it's pushing to my device, and we'll have it here in a second. And you'll see me playing it on the device, and I'll rotate it so you guys, it'll automatically rotate itself, so you could see what's going on. Okay, so now it's saying it's pushing to my device, and you see my device is front and center here. For some reason, this is very slow. I don't know why it's very slow. It's on 3 gigabit, but this is like a 2-year-old tablet or so, you know, I understand why. Okay, here we go. So let me just go ahead and I'll rotate it already. Okay. So there it is. It's launching. So it launches automatically on your tablet. So there you see the Unity splash screen, and there's my game. So just like we have it on our on when we were developing it. So I'm gonna hit play, and you see the touch works. Everything works. Oh. So now all I gotta do is a little laggy here. And you remember that I can't see that because of that one glitch. Because some of the stuff was behind the collider, remember? It was behind the background. So all I gotta do is make it past this, which I just did. And then I hit the collider, hit that thing, and it kills it because I had the shield. And you get to the end, and it's finished. So that is how this app works on the tablet. So let me show you guys another thing. We didn't add the exit, but I just could swipe from the bottom and bring it up. And what you'll notice here, I have a whole bunch of other games and stuff on here. What you notice here is that it should be, it's not going to install on the home screen actually. There it is. So you see it right here. It's this one. If you could see that, it says tutorial right there. So that's what it does. Unity will actually install it on your device so you can run it from anywhere. So the current version that you have of the game that's installed on your device will automatically install and add it to your location. So I'm going to use my mouse on screen, and you see it's right here. And that will use the standard splash icon that you set. I didn't set a splash icon, so it just went with its standard Unity icon. And you notice if I press that, it'll automatically launch it again, and I'm still in game because I saved the state because I just hit home. But yeah, so that is basically how to run your game on a tablet or a phone. So that is basically it for the beginner section of this tutorial series of Beginning Unity 5. So we'll go on to some more advanced practices on this next portion of the series with the same game. I'm going to fix all this stuff with the collider, all this stuff with the background and whatnot, show you guys how to do that. And then we're going to go into optimizing code and maybe even writing some methods to store stuff to have less calls and less scatter everywhere. So we're going to go over advanced practices because most of the time, if you're making a small game for yourself, or you know that you're gonna publish and some friends are gonna play it or whatever, this is as far as you need to go with this small of a game because the performance issues are not really that big of a deal with this small of a game and this little assets on screen at one time. So some people, this is perfectly as far as they need to go. On larger projects, you need to go further. So that's why the next portions are going to be in the intermediate level of stuff. So I'll see you guys in the next portion of this tutorial series. And if you like this video, please subscribe for more videos like it, this video and other videos as well. I will catch you guys in the next video of this series and other videos. I will catch you guys later. Thanks for watching. Take it easy. Peace.